And take a moment just to take your cup and just hold it to your face. Maybe it's still very warm. You feel the warmth of the cup in your hand. Close your eyes and you just smell how well the tea smells, how well the coffee smells. Take a little sip. Be aware how it tastes. And then just allow to take a deep, deep stretch. And a yawn. This time of the day, yawning is not only permitted, it's desired, because it helps us to wake up. And if you do this, what I do at the moment, put your head in a chair made by your hands. Keep your head still. Look to your right elbow, and from there, let your eyes roll in a circle up to the ceiling, towards your left elbow, down towards your lap, and up again towards your right elbow. In a slow, slow circle. Do this 3 or 4 times. And give yourself a little drum roll on your chest. Open all your senses. Being aware of what you can see, what you can hear, feel, smell, and taste. So I put today's meeting under the motto, attention to the present moment, the right time. Last time, for everybody who was there last time, I spoke about attention to other people. Attention is the universal currency of good relationships. But attention, paying attention to what's going on in the present moment, is, if you want, like, to say in the same way, it's the currency of good decisions. We all know this in our own life. We all know it from other people. Anticipating the future, what's happening tomorrow, what's happening end of this week, or what was yesterday. And with all this moving forth and back between yesterday and tomorrow, we forget where we are now. And now is the moment that counts. Because now every second that goes by is a second that will never come back. Every second is very, very precious. Frank Kinslow wrote a book some 10 years ago, which he called the OI feeling, EU. This is, by the way, where I stole my EU for the company name EU Soft Skills from. And this U comes from the old Greek word oidaimonia, which means in very broad terms, wholeness, wellness, everything being in a connection and in a flow. And Frank Kinslow, he said in this book, as an advice to the readers, is that when you excuse me, when you see something, when you hear something, for instance, when you hear the chimes of a church at the full hour, chiming 6 times, 7 times, most people, they listen carefully to each chime. But he said, don't listen to the chime. Listen to the space between the chimes. When it slowly, slowly fades away. Or when you walk through a forest and you see the trees, don't look at the trees. Look at the space between the trees. When you take your hands, look at your hands, but then also look at the space between your hands and let it expand. And this is a way that helps us to become more and more present to what's happening right in the moment. You may remember situations in your life, 1, 2, 3 situations, which in hindsight marked a new era, a new period in your life. Something fundamentally changed. It could have been big things like a new job or a relationship starting or ending, a crisis like an illness or something very positive. You are, when you think about it for a moment, you all are aware of 1 or 2 or more of these situations. And when you look deep inside, you may also notice that these new beginnings didn't start just from 1 second to another. Sometimes in hindsight, people tell me, say, well, when I think about it now, I saw it coming. I felt it coming. I saw the writings on the wall. Or I felt the shaking. I felt the earthquake under the sea happening in my life before it happened. So usually, or in many cases, this happens after a long time, or after days, weeks, months, years after the event. But if we sharpen our senses for that, we are able to become aware of these changing moments easily. Now, here's something that I found a while ago and that fascinated me is when we speak about time or sight or whatever it's called in your language. I think in most languages, when we hear the term time, we think about what you see in the picture on the left. There is an amount, a certain amount. It has a beginning, it has an end. You can measure it, and it goes steadily, steadily, steadily as the sand goes from the top part of the sand clock to the bottom. Funnily enough, when you think about other certain things, like you're driving, you're sitting on the train, and you know the route that you go, it's maybe your daily commute. So you go at stop 1, and then you are aware of stop 2, stop 3, stop 4. All of a sudden, you're stop 20, and you wonder what happened in between. So in our subjective perception, time can be very squeezed or can be very prolonged. So in the old Greek philosophy, the Greek philosophers made a clear distinction between the time that's measurable and it goes along, and the time as a quality. So one is the quantity, the other one's the quality. They call it kairos, the right moment, being aware of the right moment. You see the picture on the left, and some of you may remember the picture from one of our earlier previous sessions. It was the metaphor of the 7th wave. The prisoner on this island who found a way to escape. And the only way for him to escape was to make a bag full with coconut shells and wait for the 7th wave to come to the shore and then jump. Because every other wave would throw him back against the rocks and he would undeniably die. But the 7th wave would carry him out to the sea. This is the wisdom of the right moment. So without being too theoretical, this is just in a nutshell the difference. One is about quantity, one is about quality. One is measured in minutes and hours, the other one is measured in moments. The one is finite, it has an end, past, present, future. The other one is infinite, it's eternal. Time is what we consume, or it's time that consumes us. When we are in the moment, the time consumes us. We are in the moment. One is sequential, the other one is seasonal. One is a daily reality, the other one is an opportunity, a spiritual opportunity. And easy to imagine. What you can measure, you have a watch. What you cannot measure, it's more like a window or a door that opens in the right time for you. Now take a moment and look at this picture. Be aware of how you breathe and be aware of every breath that you take, every inhale and exhale. And open your senses for your right moment throughout the day. The right moment is very precious. It's elusive. So let's prepare ourselves for the right moment and to catch the wave. When the world outside around us is hustling, dive inside. Stillness and mindful practice. Breathe, open all senses, meditate. Rosenberg. For all newcomers, Edina will demonstrate you later what Rosenberg means. Is a number of little exercises to strengthen our autonomous nervous system. But here's the thing, the slower we become on the outside, the slower we move, the faster we become on the inside, the more attentive we become on the inside. We activate, we create this connection with our unconscious mind, and we dip into universal consciousness. Carl Gustav Jung, he said more than 100 years ago, he said, there is something like a collective unconscious. And I think there is some truth in it. We all, every individual has their own map of the world. Everybody has their own history. That's undeniable. But deep inside, we share a lot of things that probably not always, or most likely not always, are at the top of our attention. And the faster, when I say faster we become inside, it doesn't mean that our heart becomes racing or that we are becoming restless and nervous. It means that our brain, our unconscious mind is really working very, very actively in processing all the information, all the sensory information that we get, even the things that we get from our gut feeling, to become prepared for catching the right moment. A while ago, I spoke about the 12 traits to be or become an outstanding leader and entrepreneur. I might add a 13th one to it, which is being attentive of the right moment. So as I said, attention is the universal currency of good relationships, as John Grinder said. I offer to you to widen and say, attention is the universal currency to a good life. And now is the moment where I hand you over to Edina.
Thank you, Walter. So everyone, now it's our time for our meditation. I would like to invite all of you to make yourself comfortable in your seats and just relax. Gently closing your eyes and making yourself mindful about your breathing. As you are settling in, Allow your senses to open up to the environment and sounds around you. Sensation of warmth, coolness, where the air touches your skin. And just take a deep breath in and out. And gentle rise your chest as you keep breathing. And your belly as your breath comes in and goes out. And welcome the inherent aliveness of your entire body. Let's welcome enjoy today as your birthright. Take a moment and recall your heartfelt desire, your heart's deepest longing. And affirm your inner source, your well-being, your sensation of feeling grounded, secure, and at ease. Knowing that you can turn to your inner source at any time, wherever you need to feel unchanging peace and well-being. Just notice and welcome sensation through your body. The natural aliveness in front of your body, back of your body. Sensation deep inside your body. You are vibrant, you are whole, and you are joyful around. Bring attention to the body breathing itself, welcoming the sensation of the breath, which goes in and out. With each exhalation, you're letting go of things to remain the feelings of peace and well-being through your body and mind. Turn your attention to your mind and notice, as a witness, any thoughts or emotions that are calling your attention. Let them go, or even may invite them to engage, to help you to feel the harmony within yourself. Just let the attention wander to all of your body. As you do, welcome the feelings of joy, happiness, however it feels right in this moment. Perhaps a warm glow in your heart and belly, radiating out and touching every cell of the body. Just the feelings of joy and happiness and bliss. Remember, this is your birthright. If it's helpful, recall an experience, person, animal, or a place that helps evoke you that feeling of joy in your body. Noticing where and how you experience this sense of joy. Your body, your whole body serves you. Let the joy spread around. as you become more and more absorbed with the feelings of joy within your body. Notice any particular feelings arising. And when it feels right, welcome them to be also present, because they bring your joy around. Welcoming everything now. Joy, sensation, thoughts, the feeling of well-being. As we go deeper and deeper, thanks to your breath. Imagine yourself going about your day, welcoming in joy through your day, along with whatever else is experiencing, making it your intention to welcome joy wherever you are, whoever you are with, and whatever you are doing. Remember, all is about joy and the love. Whenever it feels right to do so, open and close your eyes several times whilst welcoming joy, inviting your body to move and stretch all about it. And just now, welcoming yourself back to your eyes open and allow the state of waking the consciousness. Grateful for yourself, welcoming the time of the joy. Miriam does it beautifully. Let's stretch after our meditation. After our meditation, we do the exercise called Rosenberg to give us extra stretch and preparation for the day. So remember, keep breathing during the exercise. And now let's turn our head to the right. And keep breathing while feeling the stretch. And slowly bringing it back to the front. And we turn our head to the left. And continue to breathe. And slowly back to the front. Now we rise up our arms, trying to reach the sky, which has no limits. And making a nice chair from your hand behind your head. And now we won't move our head, just with our eyes. Let's check out our right elbow. Take your side on the right. And keep breathing. Bring your side slowly back to the front. Now as we are in front again, let's take our side on the left. Not moving your head, just check out your left elbow. And keep breathing. Slowly bring your side back to the front. And release. Now we're gonna take our side on the right. Keeping our side on the right, start slowly moving your head towards your right shoulder. Keeping your side on the right. And slowly back up. Now take your side on the left. Keeping your side on the left, slowly moving your head towards your left shoulder. Keeping the side on the left. We keep breathing. And slowly back up. And we do it vice versa. We take our side on the right. Keeping our side on the right, we start slowly moving our head towards our left shoulder, keeping our side on the right. And slowly back up. We take our side on the left, keeping our side on the left. We start slowly moving our head towards our right shoulder, keeping our side on the left. And slowly back up. Now we just warm up our hands with all the love, all the warmth. Put it under your eyes, on your cheeks, and just feel how you're hugging yourself. And thank yourself for being mindful and present today. Remember, joy is your birthright. Feel all the love, everyone. And happy Valentine's Day. Thank you for being with us today.
Thank you, Edina.
Thank you.
That's beautiful. For the benefit of everybody who's here for the first or second time, this last set of exercises is based on the work by Stanley Rosenberg. Stanley Rosenberg is a body worker, Reiki master, osteopath, and he met in 2002. He met Stephen Porges, and Stephen Porges has done fantastic work on what's called the polyvagal theory, and it gives us new insights into how our autonomous nervous system works. And these exercises help us, and you may feel this with the stretch, just to get some movement into our neck, shoulder area, to get the blood flowing there, and to stimulate without going into details, stimulate nerves that help us to strengthen our autonomous nervous response. So that's hence why you built this in these morning exercises. And one word about the yawning. Usually we understand when people yawn, they're bored. But when you look at children or dogs or cats, they're not necessarily bored when they yawn. When I visited my father, usually after a while I started yawning. He said, "Am I so boring?" I said, "No, not at all. It's so relaxing to be with you." And diving quickly back into the exercise of last week, when we look at the relationships that we have and who are the people that matter to us, also think about when you're with people, who are the people who make you yawn? And what's the yawning? Are you yawning because of boredom? Or are you yawning because you just can relax when you are with these people? And so yawning isn't bad at all. And early in the morning, you're allowed to yawn a lot. Now, yawn along and have a great day. Have a wonderful week, a resourceful week. See you all again, hopefully next Monday. And thank you for being here. Take care.
Thank you. Have a great week, everyone.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.
Thank you.